WWE CM Punk and Rhea Ripley reveal how storylines really come to be. WWE CM Punk and Rhea Ripley showed off their best moves with E!News, detailing how Netflix's WWE Unreal gives fans an out-of-the-ring view at how the weekly live shows come together. The WWE is pulling back the ropes on what really goes on before their superstars step in the ring, with wrestlers like CM Punk and Rhea Ripley appearing on Netflix's WWE Unreal, premiering July 29th. What fans will learn from this is the seed of an idea and the genesis of how it goes from headquarters in Connecticut to on the road, CM explained to E!News in an exclusive interview. In a jaw-dropping behind-the-scenes revelation, two of WWE's most polarizing superstars, CM Punk and Rhea Ripley, have shattered the fourth wall and peeled back the curtain on how WWE storylines actually take shape. Fans have long speculated about who pulls the strings, but now we know from the mouths of the talent themselves. It all began during a candid backstage interview after Monday Night Raw, when CM Punk, fresh off his return to the spotlight, made a stunning statement. "People think we just show up and memorize lines. It's not like that at all. The truth is a lot of these stories, they're born out of chaos." Chaos might be the perfect word to describe how WWE has felt lately, with shocking returns, sudden heel turns, alliances formed overnight, and feuds escalating out of nowhere. It's been a whirlwind, and now, thanks to Punk and Ripley's unfiltered confessions, fans are finally getting answers. CM Punk continued, "Sometimes Vince or Triple H will pitch an idea, but if it doesn't make sense to us, we fight it. There have been so many times I've said no, this isn't me, this isn't what my character would do." And that's when the real magic starts. The best stories come when the performers push back and say, "Let's do it this way." But what really shook the internet was Rhea Ripley's bold comments. During a live Twitch Q&A with fans, she revealed that judgment calls on storylines are often made minutes before the show goes live. "You'd be surprised how often things change. Right before we walk through the curtain," Ripley said, "there are times we're told, 'You're turning face tonight,' and we're like, 'What?' But somehow it works. Other times we'll spend weeks building something and boom, scrapped in a heartbeat." That single moment exploded online. The WWE Universe immediately took to Reddit, Twitter, now X, and Instagram to dissect every feud, every swerve, every promo, wondering what was spontaneous and what was scripted chaos. But there's more. CM Punk and Rhea Ripley both revealed that locker room politics and fan reactions play a huge role in the direction of a storyline. It's not always about who's the strongest on the mic or in the ring. Sometimes it's about who's trending. Social media is everything, Punk said bluntly. "You can be booked to lose 10 matches in a row, but if your name's blowing up on X, guess what? You're winning next week. The office is watching." Always, Ripley echoed that sentiment. "The fans have more power than they realize," she said. "If the crowd is reacting big to someone, that person's going to get pushed. Whether it's boos or cheers, heat equals airtime." In one of the more surprising revelations, Ripley talked about her long-term storyline with Dominic Mysterio, one of WWE's most bizarre, controversial, yet strangely entertaining angles in recent years. "That entire thing started as a joke," she admitted with a laugh. "It was one backstage segment, a wink, a little flirtation, but the fans went crazy. The next thing we knew, Judgment Day had a new direction." CM Punk, who has been in wrestling for over 2 decades and has seen WWE's creative process evolve dramatically, also broke down how real-life beef sometimes becomes storyline gold. "Some of the best feuds? They're personal, there's real heat. You think Seth and I are just acting, please. That tension is 100% legit. Creative just leans into it. That's when it stops being a script and becomes a war." This, of course, brings up the long-debated question: how much of WWE is fake and how much is raw, real emotion? Punk didn't hold back. "It's scripted entertainment, yes, but emotions are real. When someone stiffs you in the ring or cuts a promo that hits too close to home, you feel it. That's when the crowd gets something unforgettable," Rhea added. "And that's why sometimes creative just steps back and lets us figure it out. They might say, 'You've got 10 minutes, make it count. No script, no bullet points, just vibes.' The story doesn't stop there." CM Punk went on to expose how injuries and sudden absences often flip storylines upside down. And that's exactly what happened with Rhea Ripley's recent championship run. "I was supposed to feud with someone completely different," Ripley revealed. "But then they got injured. And suddenly I'm working with a new challenger, no build-up, no prep. But that's WWE, you adapt or disappear." According to both stars, creative freedom is a rare and fragile privilege in WWE, one that only a few earn. "Not everyone gets to pitch ideas," Punk said. "If you're new or not trusted yet, You do what you're told, but when you've proved yourself, when you've earned that trust, you get to shape your story. That's the real reward. And how do they pitch those ideas? You pull Hunter or a writer aside backstage, Rhea explained. Sometimes you've got 30 seconds to make your case. You say, hey, what if instead of this? I do that, and sometimes it works, other times it's a hard no, but you have to try. Fans were also stunned to learn how audience feedback in real time can alter storylines. If a crowd dies during a segment, that entire direction may be scrapped by the next week. We read the room, CM Punk said. If people aren't feeling it, we feel it too, and creative, they'll pull the plug fast. You can go from a major push to off TV in a week. It's ruthless. Rhea chimed in with her own experience. I had a match once that totally bombed. Live, dead crowd, no reaction. I was devastated. The next day, I'm told we're moving on to something else, just like that. This revelation shocked newer fans, many of whom assumed long-term storylines were always planned far in advance. But CM Punk shut that down quickly. WWE rarely plans more than a few weeks out. He said, the big pay-per-view matches, sure. But week to week, it's like jazz, improvised, chaotic, and beautiful when it works. Perhaps the most unexpected part of the entire interview was when both Punk and Ripley revealed their dream storylines that never saw the light of day. I pitched a full-blown Judgment Day takeover of Raw, Rhea said, like in WO style, every match, every segment, we'd control it all. They said it was too soon, but maybe one day. And Punk? He had a darker idea. I wanted to do a storyline where I disappeared, gone for months. Everyone thinks I quit again. Then I return through the crowd and start causing chaos, unsanctioned. They said it was too unpredictable. I say that's the point. As these confessions spread across the internet, fans are seeing WWE through a brand new lens. Suddenly, every promo, every facial expression, every tweet from a superstar feels like a potential storyline seed. The takeaway? WWE isn't just a scripted show, it's a living, breathing ecosystem. And stars like CM Punk and Rhea Ripley are not just performers, they're part writers, part directors, and full-time storytellers. They fight for every moment on screen. And they've finally pulled back the curtain to let us all see how the drama truly begins. The WWE Universe may never look at Raw or SmackDown the same way again.